Hello. Today we are meeting for a mock interview, and the purpose for this interview is totally academic purpose. This we are doing mock interview very close to the actual setting, and then the purpose for this is to help students, newcomers who wanted to be a medical writer or a clinical researcher, and they just wanted to see that how interview looks like. So let me introduce myself. My name is Sarabjit Sidhu, and I have more than 14 years of experience. I authored two books, one on dedicated to medical writing, one to a clinical research. So uh, today we are interviewing for a role of a narrative writing. So this is a beginner entry level role in a medical writing. So may I request you to introduce yourself?
Hello, thank you, ma'am. I'm Dr. Mohammad Adnan Shaikh. I had pursued my Doctor of Pharmacy and currently I'm doing my internship. And along with that, I'm also a content writer. And I had written several blogs, articles, research articles during my academic journeys.
Yeah, thank you. That's good to know. Yeah, then you said that you are already working as writer. You're working on the content, right? So can you tell me a little more about this role? What you write? What kind of documents you work on?
I write on health related things that would be like search engine optimization for getting more public response on social media. I submit my document to the higher authority and then they approve my document. And I also work as a graphic designer along with that.
All right. That's good. So, can you tell me what you know about medical writing? And one second is why it is important part of a clinical research.
Medical writing is a scientific document that is well structured in a scientific way, and it is written in a very well, concise, and clear format for regulatory authority or for the audience that we are writing for. So it is one of the most important part in a clinical research for writing the document.
Okay, can you give me the names of some medical writing document? What are the different type of medical writing documents? Any document name?
uh, Documents for regulatory writing, like for every phase, we prepare a document that we call it as the clinical study reports (CSR), and also we write as a narrative writing for every phase. Any adverse effect, adverse events, or any adverse drug reactions that occurs during the phase, that we write it as a narrative writing and we attach it with the CSR, and also. We write documents on on scientific literature as well. After the
Anything like protocol or something like?
yes, a protocol, we
Yes.
write protocol, investigator brochures, as well as we write it from the source documents or the concept of proof of concept.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And what are some key skills according to you that a medical writer must have? Any three skills that according to you a medical writer must have these skills?
There are three major skills that a medical writer should be having. One is very basic skills that is requiring knowledge of like scientific knowledge should be there, and delivering the knowledge content in a very easy format that should be readable and very easy, that should not change its meaning. So this is one of the first thing, and the second one is scientific knowledge should be there. The person who is writing, he or she should be having a very well scientific knowledge. Whether And third one is ICH GCP guidelines or regulatory bodies should having a knowledge of these regulatory bodies, and a clinical research knowledge should be there for medical writing, so that it can be written in a very well format.
Excellent, excellent. So, as you have said that these medical writing documents we are writing for a licensing authority, regulatory bodies. So that means the accuracy is the key thing. So, how as a medical writer you will ensure that document is accurate and it is correct, and it has a clarity. How you will ensure that the two things, clarity and accuracy?
So first of all, I'll be following a checklist while writing. Uh, so and also I will be doing my self quality control things after the writing, whether it is written very well or not, and reviewing it by my own self. And after that, if our team is having a quality control or reviewer in a medical writing team, I'll be submitting to them and will get any comments or any reviews from them. So I'll be checking it like that.
All right, all right. So suppose you, as you said, that you are submitting it to a reviewer in your in-house team. Suppose the reviewer gave lot many comments, in your document, and how you will handle that feedback, how you will address those comments.
So I will be reviewing my checklist again, and I'll be checking out all the document and the proof again, and then I'll be having a contact with the reviewer, and will note out all the comments so that it can be used for the future purposes.
All right, all right. So, thank you. Can you tell me what guideline we use to write safety narrative?
We use E3 guidelines for safety narratives. That is also same for the CSR as well.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Uh, how many principles are there in ICH GCP?
There are total 13 principles for ICH GCP guidelines.
All right. Can you tell me, about 5 principles little in detail?
So the first principle is ethical. Ethical is the trial that is being conducted, it should be ethically, and as per the Helsinki, rules. And the second one is risk versus benefit. So if the trial is conducted, so it should be having more benefit as compared to the risk while performing the trial, so that the trial get more beneficial to the patient. The third one is safety, right? Safety and well-being of the patient. So during the trial, the patient should be, like involuntary participate during the trial, so that the patient rights and safety of the medication and safety of the patients as well. Patient safety is also one of the most important thing during the clinical trial. So it should be there. And for the fourth one is the investigational product. So there should be all information that should be there for the investigational product before the trial is being conducted, so that it should be like approved, and it should be very ethical during the trial while conducting trial on the patient. And the fifth one is the protocol. Fifth one is the protocol scientifically well. So protocol sounds scientifically well. So it should be, like is compared to it should be following the ICH GCP guidelines. E6 guidelines is one of the like used for the protocol writing, and it should be very well written, so that
All right. Yeah. So another thing is that, are you, when you're working as a medical writing, currently you know that there is AI is lot in trend, softwares are in trend. Are you using any tools or softwares for medical writing currently? Do you have exposure to some tools, softwares?
Yes, ma'am. I do have exposure to some of the tools like Grammarly and the Note. I during my like initial during my this writing articles or documents for content writing, I use this softwares and tools. For Grammarly, it is very useful for like writing it very well in the grammar. Grammar should be very well while writing it. So for this purpose, Grammarly is one of the best thing. And for citations, like for review article or research article, citations are one of the most important thing. There are very different type of citations. So for citing of the article, EndNote is one of the most important one of the best tool for
Okay.
referencing the article.
All right. That's good. That's good. So now my one final question to you is that as you already have a little exposure to medical writing, what really motivates you to pursue a career in a medical writing?
So I like writing. I enjoy writing, and many of times I learn a lot from writing.
Hmm.
Whenever I work on any new things or new project or new work, so I came to know many new things. Whether it should be related to the healthcare or it should be related to the pharmacology or pharmacotherapy. That is uh, towards our field. So I like and enjoy writing. Whenever I post it on my social media, I learn a lot from writing, and so I enjoy writing more. And that also, helped me to pursue more in writing. And whenever I write, I every time my writing gets better, and
Oh,
learning also gets more, while writing.
Hmm. Great. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much for coming for this interview. We really appreciate your time. Do you have any question for me?
Thank you, ma'am, for the interview. I do. I have a question. Like, I'll be working in a team with your organization. So, how as I know, like, your organization is, like, very much bigger. So, on how many people will be there in my team, and how I will be there. How I will be working with them. And the second thing is, will I get any opportunity apart from the role that I had been given for the writing on other
Okay.
document?
All right. So, first question first, you will be working as a safety narrative writer. We have already team of 20 people. So, you will be working as a one of the associate. We have also a layer of reviewers who have a more experience. They will be reviewing the documents, and there is a team lead also, then a manager. So, in total, we have a 20 team members. Second, exposure to other documents. If you once you are settled in this role and if you have an interest, right? So then you will be getting more opportunities to work on other documents, and that totally depends on your hard work.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and you will get the feedback from HR or about the further steps. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time.